I'm Jonah Brown, and last week I was talking about um, 3 tips for beginner traders, and we talked about belief, believe that you deserved it, believe that you deserve it, follow the system, and create a trading plan. Today, I just kind of want to talk about um, trading in a carefree mindset, and just a little bit about me. I've only been trading since last November of 2020. Um, and I can just see like when you're plugging in, everything begins to like come together. You're not going to be perfect, but you're going to start to understand concepts and things that the education, the leaders that we have, what they share. So today's goal is just to get everyone in that carefree mindset. And you may be asking like, what is that? And that's basically trading without fear. Sometimes when you're looking at the charts, it looks overwhelming, especially when you're new. And even when you do place a trade in the beginning, you're like constantly looking at your phone, constantly looking at Trading View, just seeing what the market is doing. But once you begin to understand that there are like confluences that you can use to trade, and you can think in probabilities. And what that means is to use your edge, and your edge is your AKA your strategy, which can be the trap strategy, which can be market structure, which could be apex. You'll begin to understand that you don't need to have any fear as long as you have those confluences going. So I'm going to share my screen and show you guys what I mean actually. Um, Let me see if I can share it. This is, I think this is it. Can you guys see my screen? Okay,
Yes.
perfect, perfect, perfect. So now, one thing about trading carefree is I've listened to Mark Douglas, and I got a little aggressive this morning. Um, I jumped in Euro JPY, and I saw it, and I saw how it obviously broke the trend, um, and came back up. I took my entry right here. I got a little too aggressive, right? Got a little too aggressive, you know. Now I would say this. Now I'm in profit. I'm definitely in profit now. But I would say this: a few months ago, I would have closed my trade, because that fear would have kicked in. But what I did was I said, okay, I got myself into it. Let's take a look at market structure. So I drew my zone right here, and I said, well, price has to come back and respect this level. This is like a real key strong level. And guess what? It's the 50 EMA right here. Coach Max does an excellent job of just telling you, buy above the 50, right? So I kept that in the back of my mind, and I didn't have any fear. I was like, okay, so I know price is going to come back, and this would have been another entry. So I just want to say, like, as long as you understand that you don't have to have fear, use your edge, use your tools. Um, this is a tool. The EMA is a tool to help you. Um, you'll begin to understand that you don't need to have fear when you're trading. And there's other tools that you can use. You can use Metaf. I think I'm saying that right. And you can see how the yen is weak. It went bullish, but it's dropping back down. So these are all your confluences that you can use where you don't have to trade in fear. So right now I'm about, let's see, we're about 15 pips in profits. And one of the other things that I do want to talk about, once you get about, I would say 12 to 15 pips in profit, begin to move your stop loss into profit, because you want to protect you want to protect your money. There's a lot of times where people don't do that. I don't care if you just get 5 pips. If you can consistently get 5 pips a day, then you're gonna start to become a consistent winner in this business, and that's what it's really That's what it's really about. So always remember to, once you get into profit, to move your stop in profit. Also remember to have an exit plan. Whether it's 20 pips, 25 pips, you got to know when it's time to exit out the market. And I believe if you really focus on doing those things, I think that fear, well, I know that fear will begin to go away. And what I'll do also, I'll drop my playlist that has helped me um, overcome fear in the market, because when you're first starting, there is a level of fear that you will have, especially because this is brand new. It's brand new for me. But once you begin to really plug into the system that we have as far as trading, understanding, support, and resistance, even myself today, I kind of jumped the gun just a little bit, but I didn't close a trade because I relied back on my fundamentals. I drew a zone and I saw that price was coming back to the 50 EMA. And once you begin to understand that, that's when you know that you're starting to grow as a trader. And so yeah, guys, that's all. I just want you to, don't let that fear, don't let that fear kick in, because you're at the right place at the right time. We got the right leaders that's showing us how to do this. We got so many different strategies that you can use. And actually, the trap strategy is an awesome strategy to use because you're setting pending orders. And you don't have to watch, if you're new, you don't have to consistently, you don't have to consistently watch your phone. That's what a lot of new traders do. They watch their phone. So today's message was just simply, don't trade in fear. Use your tools, use your fundamentals, and reach out to the team whenever you need help. That's what I did. I literally just bugged Josh Rosario. Hey man, how does this look? What is this? He's always been there for me. He's always answered my question. So just plug in, use your tools, and say and say fear be gone, because you're in a trillion. You're in a multi-trillion market with this Forex industry. So, guys, that's all I have, and I'm going to turn it back over to Lucy.
Wow, I really like your analysis, Jonas. They're so clean, always
Thank
clean.
you.
And when I open them, if I have a chance, I'll open it and I'll be like, dang, he makes it look so crispy that I'm like, I like that. I